Heyo guys, it's me BlockFox, and I hope that you had an awesome week. Mine was nice because this week I got 2 extra days off, which made for a nice extra long weekend. It was my birthday this weekend, which was extra special. I got to hear from a ton of my friends and family on my phone. I made calls and we held video chats. Even though we're so far away, it's really neat that I can get a hold of them all by using my cell phone. Phones are nice because they come in all shapes and sizes, depending on what you need them for. And what's also nice about cell phones is that you can call your friends and family and even look up information, data, calendar reminders, all in the palm of your hand. In 1983, the Motorola Dynatec 8000X arrived on the market. This cell phone was huge. It was huge. It wasn't anything that you'd want to carry around, and it was a little expensive. Even though this phone was expensive and rather large, it was still kind of trendy, and it was being promoted as a pop culture symbol. In a show called Saved by the Bell, the heartthrob heartbreaker of the show, Zach Morris, actually toted one around every so often. Although this phone was featured on certain shows, it was still a little too expensive, and it was primarily used for sales and in the business world. Eventually, a less bulky, a little bit smaller phones were made to try to get the populace more interested in purchasing cell phones. One of these phones were the Motorola 2009 bag phone, and the other was the Nokia Talkman. These phones were still a little bit bulky, and you kind of still had to lug them around, but they offered a longer battery life and more talk time. This was an appeal to make the phones more popular with the public. As technology advanced, phone companies began to figure out what the customers really wanted, and they also were able to put more features into these phones, which would make them more preferable and also more affordable. In 1994, the first smartphone hit shelves for personal purchase. It was called the Simon Personal Communicator. This phone weighed 1 pound. Woo! And came in at around $800 to $900. Not only was it still pretty big, but it was still pretty expensive. Eventually, the cell phone companies would evolve their cell phones to be smaller and faster and sleeker and full of tons of apps that the users were able to use without issue. I think that it is super cool to think about how much technology has changed and evolved over time. I thought it was extra special to be able to see my friends and family and get all my air hugs and air kisses. And I was able to do so using my cell phone. Which brings me to my review for today. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this started. So, let's check out this set right here. This set is pretty cute because I'm sure just by looking at it, it kind of looks familiar, right? Because of that familiarity, I had to get this set and add it to my collection just because it's so cute. Stand up, sign. No. Well, I might as well just show you this little sign. It's a cute little phone sign. And that is a sticker. You'd have to stick the little sticker on. It wasn't too hard to stick on. And this is also a little sticker. It's one little sticker, so after you sandwich everything together, you just press it on the bricks up front. I think looking at it now, mine's a little crooked and off-centered, but you know what? I'm okay with it. The instructions for this build were super easy to follow as well, And it kind of reminds me of a map. Really easy. There weren't a whole lot of colors, so I didn't really have a whole lot of guessing to do, which is always so nifty. And putting it together was really nice. Again, map style. Absolutely love it when I have like a map like this. Really, really, really easy. The only downside to this was that I was supposed to get 3 minis and I only got 2. So I was supposed to get a third one, this guy right here, but I got these 2 right here. Which, you know what, I'm totally okay with. For the price, this was so awesome to have in my little Lego collection, or brick collection, sorry. And I appreciate that I have it. Everything was really easy to put together. And what's cool is all the parts are definitely interchangeable. They're compatible with other brands of bricks. And you see these little holes right here? What's cool about these holes is if I decide to get any other bricks from this particular set, which is pretty cool, I can get a little coffee shop, a little fast food restaurant, and I have this one right here by ModBrix. I'd be able to stick them together and make like a little street block with them, or a little row of shops. And also I have other bricks, little brick buildings like this, different sets. And what's neat is they also kind of clip into that little hole. This is kind of a popular thing to do when you want to add a bunch of buildings together, which is nice to have in the brick world. And when you're making yourself a little brick town or city, it's actually pretty cute. I'm super happy that I have this set in my brick collection and will go perfect in my little brick city. Once I have my brick city finally established, I will share that with you all. I will be sure to leave the information for this build in my description box below, just in case you would like to get your own little phone shop like this. Thank you guys so much for checking out my video today. Before you go, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for new updates. And if you want to see this cute little cell phone build being built, keep watching. Well, that's all for now. BlockBox over and out.